YouTube, here's a bass I'd kind of forgotten about, to be honest. I remember forgetting about it before. This is my favourite bass, I think. Which is like, that? What? The downsides, Peavey did a bass called a something, I had it in my head a minute ago. There's a Peavey bass which kind of looks a bit similar but a bit pointier than this. So maybe for aesthetic reasons, it's kind of like a, you get this a lot with see when you get the basses that get the extra bit here. This whole idea about not having a heel was I think this might be one of the very first basses that ever did it, because if you think a couple of years after this is an 83. A couple of years after this, you start seeing the more modern shaped basses, but it's quite common to get, like, often you get the neck came into the body a wee bit, so you get like a sort of ramp thing at the end of the fingerboard and it keeps going. Basically, it's that idea, really. So this neck actually goes to here. You know, obviously it's got to have a heel to take the neck plate. If you look at where the neck plate is, that's kind of beyond where the end of the fingerboard is, so it extends in. That's why it needs to have a scratch plate. I had one of these before. I've still actually got the neck for it. I shouldn't have bought it. I just fell in love with the neck. This one's got I can't remember what year this one was, but I've got the all the bits apart from the body, which had been dropped. And see, because there's actually, maybe I could have used this to demonstrate how the neck attaches. See, normally you would have the heel would be here, but it's not. It extends out there. See, like that. But this one's got the Toblerone neck on it. You can maybe just see it there. You can see it there. See how triangular that is. This one also has the old. No, this one doesn't have Washburn branded tuners. They're both Washburn Force 4s though. But the body was goosed. And then I got this one, which is still, I think you would still probably say it's got a V-neck, but it's much more what you would now get is like a modern, Stratocaster V-neck, not like a pure Toblerone, quite like the Toblerone, just have a board swapping the bits over. But I used this for the Sabbath band, one of the gigs where I decided what's the best bass. Trying it, I was like, why did I never use this? It's amazing. Used it at the Sabbath band. If you look up after the end at the bungalow, you see me using it, and it didn't work. It was this like just see the white scratch plate was just no, because I was watching it. It's like basically all you can see on the stage. We're on the monks outfits, the darks. All you can see is the big white scratch plate, and it's like I think the guitar would get away with being red, but really it shouldn't. So purely looks wise, not playing wise, it's basically just a P bass straight up. It does have a sort of Telecaster type squareness here, which makes it feel a bit like a slab body P bass. But see, if this point here and this point here are both in the same place as they are, and a P bass, it's just that a P bass comes up to here where the heel is and down to here where the heel is, so it's got the bigger scoop, which is great if you want to play like above. I don't know what you want to do with it. You can get to the last bit pretty easy anyway, if you'd ever want to. Yep, so what happened there was this was in its case, and I was like, I've just built a pedal, or not built a pedal, I just modified a pedal I got off my pal Wayne. I don't know how long that, well that might even be long enough. This cool pedal, which works with yeah, I've not quite mastered the art of the tap tempo thing, but I can now turn on and off the drum machine, and I can set the tempo of it with my feet on the wee Roland cube, which I'm loving. And I thought, and normally I would use the wee red bass to demonstrate it. Yeah, the cable could maybe be a little bit longer. That's fine. Probably easier if I put it. Yeah. And then I used this case for something else. Must have taken it out of the case. The wee red bass I left in Jen's car. I need to go pick it up next week. So looked out this, and it soon I picked up. I remember that. Picked up. It's absolutely stunning. Actually, I was thinking this is turning into just gibbering nonsense, but I've often wondered about the. I remember I saw something just before. It actually seems I could look at it there. If I was to put. I'll do it for this video and see if I like it. This bass does have quite a lot of what do you call it, dents and scratches and bashes, and there's bits missing off it, and I mean bits off the surface. This was one that was actually it was a possibility of JPEGs in it, but maybe I was thinking I don't actually have a JPEG scratch plate. I wonder if I could maybe get to do the scratch plate for this, and then that would make it fit into the Sabbath band a bit more. I'd never actually thought of looking in a mirror to see where a good place to put the stripes was. Because normally you put them on and they always look wrong. Whereas this said, okay, this is... Yeah, see, that's how you do it. So if you're ever thinking of putting competition stripes on your guitar, obviously I would want to make them go round, but this is just temporary. Oh, I'm rubbing my arm off it a wee bit. But yeah, that kind of suits it. Kind of gives it that Starsky and Hutch vibe. Wearing the pink t-shirt wasn't a good idea. It may be a bit disco, I'm afraid. Probably shouldn't stand in front of the amp either. Oh. I just keep getting better. I keep getting more and more impressed with that wee bass amp. I'm using it down at stayed at another guy Simon's house, and he was into jazz and stuff like that, and he had a piano and he had a guitar and a guitar amp, and I was like, get the wee red bass out with a disco beat and stuff like that, and we had an absolute ball playing it. It was just brilliant. I didn't even bother had to ask him where there was a power socket. I'm going to see how long the batteries last in it. Just using it. I'm too cheap to use the batteries in the house. I can't do that. But if I'm somewhere where it's actually... But it's just a fantastic little bass amp. The fact that it's portable, the fact that it runs on batteries is just like pure makes it even better. And it's good. I mean, see, I'm not even... I keep leaving it. It's got a tuner on it, which is not the world's best tuner, but it's totally fine. You have to change... Like when you put the tuner on, it only gives you one note. You have to manually change which note. It's not like an automatically sensing one. So you're using the amplifier models to get that. So I keep leaving it on. So because I do, you get super flat, which is your E. So you put it to super flat, do your E, then you turn it, you put it to flat top, and then bass man, and then bass 360. But bass 360 is the G string. So by that point, I'm on the G string. They're all in tune. I need to turn off the tuner, and then that's the model you're on. So I'm on that bass 360 all the time. Not that there was anything wrong with it, it's fine if it was just that. Other ones are a wee bit more... But imagine having a choice, having a wee buskin or a practice amp where you've actually got a serious... It's not a case of just getting the best sound you can get out of it, you've actually got choices. Concert 810. That really matters, isn't it? I quite like that flip top one. Whatever a flip top is. Did I say flip top? Well, if it's flip top's that Ampeg, isn't it? It's the one that's literally got a flip pot. Same thing I did with that, should I call that the flip pot? The teapot. Maybe it's a bit old fashioned sounding, that one. Treble, I don't know. Just hence why I've not really ever noticed it, because they're all quite good. I need to learn how to do this. the drum machine, I thought it sounded fine. It's got a nice punch to it. It works really well in the thing when we first got it. I've had this thing for months now. It's only really recently I've started just going, it's really good. I'd never even considered, because I only used it over at Jen's a few times. It was like, you're not, sounds like a proper bass amp. No, actually, once I've got it sitting there, and once it had the drum machine that I could start to operate, it was like, there we go. And then when I found that disco one, it's like, that's just what I wanted. Just for when you're messing about, because see, when you've got, I mean, the wee Moore drummer's like a more advanced machine. All the actual drum sounds and the drum patterns are a bit more complicated and better. But basically, when you're just messing about, having something that's just that boom, just super, super basic means you can play anything over the top of it. You know, when you're working stuff out, you don't have to play along with the fact that it's got like a fill at the end and stuff. None of that's there. You just have to imagine that you can put the fill in yourself when you're playing the bass. The thing that really let it down was the fact that you couldn't. It was it's too fast. Play it slower, and you're trying to tap it in, and it's dead difficult to do that while you're playing. Because it's much being able to do that with a foot has just made it even better. And another thing I was reminded about last night. I did before I went away down south. I did videos on some things. All the videos this week are. This is a today video. This is Sunday, and I'll probably be going live tonight. So this will be this Monday. It doesn't make sense, but this thing I'd completely. When I came back, I had 50 comments on YouTube, and I was like, they're just looking through them. And someone, I think it was David, commented that, but yeah, the GX has got the acoustic simulator on it as well. Or the GX has got the acoustic simulator, because the GX is the more advanced version. I think the GX might actually be that. No, I was looking at it because it's not that design. I thought it was the same amp. Because when I looked it up before, I obviously didn't really know what I was looking at. I thought it was the same amp with better features, but I think it's actually this casing, with the 4 speakers, and it's the same shell but with a different set of controls and amp, but not that different set of controls. It's kind of got the same drum machine and the same stuff in it. So maybe, I don't know, I was amazed by that, but it was actually in the video when I noticed, because I was thinking acoustic. As I was doing the video with that wee line 6, it's got an acoustic amp option. What it is if you're plugging an acoustic into it, it's like for an, it's like flat EQ, kind of like a PA. So you've got like your acoustic, like an acoustic amplifier, which I just assumed was a copy of what's in the Roland Cube, because it's basically a copy of a Roland Cube, apart from the Cube's older. But the acoustic's an acoustic sim, which I didn't even notice in the video. So I've only played with that acoustic sim in that video, and then I turned the video off, did another video, uploaded them, blah blah blah, running out, packing stuff up, and then left and completely forgot about it. So I've never actually. I'm going to maybe do a wee bit of that this afternoon. That acoustic simulator mode's brilliant. And it's exactly the thing you want it on. It's an acoustic simulator mode on a wee practice amp. That's just fantastic. Obviously you're not talking about using it at gigs, but you suppose you could. But I mean, like I genuinely thought I would find for me useful. I don't think an acoustic simulator, it's one of those things, you get acoustic simulator pedals, I've got one. And it's like a multi-effects unit. It sounds fantastic, but it's a multi-effects unit. You've got patches and up and downs and reverb and effects and all that. And even there's a Boss one, which is an acoustic simulator. And you just work with the setting until you get it. You get so many parameters, and it's like, I think you can make it sound good, but I couldn't really do it. That one's just nothing. You just go to acoustic simulator and you go, there you go. It's like, you can still use like the tone control from the amp, but no, that's it. No, it's just like, but we've given you a really good sound. Yes, if you were like a studio engineer and you fidgeted with all the parameters, you could probably get one that was 10% better than that. But here's just one that's just the one that works with it. I haven't to think about it. rung really low, but I'm quite enjoying it. Never thought I'd use auto wah. The only thing that's annoying with the auto is it doesn't work as well because it's doing the high frequencies. It doesn't work as well on the low strings. I like on the with the pure muffled bass sound, which I like the tone control up full. Simon's would put on we're listening to the Daft Punk album, which I really like. The Random Access Memory one's the black one with the two helmets on it. But what was the one? With the Moog Modular. Like first we start with the click track. That one's that's good with there. Yeah, okay, I thought I was going to go Teddy's ate hum it all night. I just keep playing the same one, just for something. These need more or less Imperial Suite. But there were lots of bits on that I should probably play along with, especially with that. I think I just thought about that right there with the hello, my name is Giorgio. Yeah, it's like I can't hum it there, that's why I'm not doing it. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. No, I'm doing the Paul Gilbert thing where it's like, I can be able to play it there. So if you just move that, start there. See, then things become even simpler. It's in G. That's very out, I think, or I'm going mental. This was tuned to C sharp from the last Sabbath gig and not clean, so it's absolutely manky and the strings are absolutely horrendous and embarrassed by them. I kinda quite like them. It still feels really good though. Oh, it's just a posh. It's quite tough to play it like keyboards. You just got to try and make it there. Try and make it your stuttery so all the notes sound dead artificial. I think I've changed keys since I've done that. An F sharp maybe. You need to have a gradual wah, or just plug a wah in so I go wah. Yeah. It's actually very like, I've always thought that sounds a bit like Song of Saucer Full of Secrets. I can't remember, I can't get the disco beat on this, but I think Song of Saucer Full of Secrets has got that almost that punk type thing. That's me doing that. See that thing I had we were on about, like I told them something wrong with me, that arpeggio thing or whatever it is that I've worked out, totally applying to this all over the place. I would have been able to play this, no problem, but it would have took me 3 times as long and I would have been not thinking about it this way. definitely goes. There. I'm doing an E. I could go there. Ah. It's changed to a major or a minor. Yeah, just that pedal thing in. I mean, I think I'm going to have to try. I wonder what it would do if I plugged. It would. See, that's the effect. I quite like the what. No, you would just ditch the auto wah. But nice if you could get the auto wah to work first. Yeah, that's exactly what it'd have to do. It would have to be the other way around. A wah wah pedal would have to go in an effects loop, which I don't. Does that have an effects loop? No, I don't think it does. No, it's got an auxiliary in and a recording out. So I suppose technically you could. With an auxiliary in, I suppose you could run. Is there a special volume for the auxiliary? No. It'll just be a line in. You know, like sort of plugging your phone in, but the volume controls on your phone. No. I quite like to. I'm quite fancy just to amuse myself. Getting the disco ball. Maybe I'll just do. Maybe that's my live stream. I've got a bottle of bucky, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. You might be seeing this instead. I'm actually quite enjoying it. How that the random the last time I tried to do anything like this by putting stripes on a guitar, it took ages and I kept redoing it because I wasn't happy with where they went. But I'd never really thought of just looking on the, rather than looking at the guitar on its own, try to work out what it should be, look at where it sits on you, and then look in the mirror. It gives it a sort of Starsky and Hutch vibe. I do quite like it. It's a wee bit annoying I can't really use it in the Sabbath band because I just think it's too bright. But it's just so easy to play. It's stupidly easy to play. And basically, I think I've got to sell the Force 8. The Force 8's the more expensive one. It's got binding. It's a beautiful blue colour. Kind of looks like a 50s like hot rod or something like that. And it's got the maple neck, which I much prefer a maple neck. But there's something about this one. I don't know. It's not particularly pretty. It's pretty boring looking, but like this almost a Telecaster-y headstock. But it just plays brilliantly. So obviously this is one I was talking about this the other day. The fact that the P bass pickups go the wrong way round. I don't have a P bass on the wall, but normally this one's here. It's that way round. You know, you have the east. But this one's more balanced or something. I saw someone talking about it the other day. But, mind you, the wee red bass is awful good as well. It kind of, see, I wonder if that's why I've got it slung quite low. It kind of feels like the wee red bass somehow. I think that maybe my next upgrade to the wee red bass is going to be, well, I could just put those tuners on it, couldn't I? Yeah, so I'm going to keep it. I've got another bridge the same as this. This is it's got the option for top stringing, but it's also got the thing on the back. Yeah, which I don't know whether it makes any difference, but well, there is one reason is I found actually for having the hook in the top. See, if you're swapping strings over, like being a cheap person like myself, who's going to put just any old strings on a bass or put new strings on it, set it up, or even the ones that were some of the JPAX ones we're sending away. It's like not giving them strings, they're just putting strings on it to make it work, because bass strings are £20 a pop, so you can't. But it's much easier, obviously, if you strung it through, to take this string off and put it on something else, or take it off and put it back on again. Put it that way. Take it off and put it back on again. You have to obviously take the string completely off the headstock, and then you have to feed the whole string through the hole, including the bit that's all bent, that's been round the pegs. Yeah. Whereas if you wanted to take the strings off it when it's hooked in from the top, you just have to tune it down a bit and then just lift it out, and that's it. So and then you can unwind it off the peg if you want, or you can just leave it hang and take the neck away. So there's the big advantage of having one that hooks in rather than one that goes through. Either that works whether it's either going through the body or just going through the back of the neck. So there is something to be said for having ones that just hook in from the top. Been away for a few days, not been playing the bass enough. This is very, very comfortable. Maybe go for this being a super P bass, or like a sports P, because it's, I mean, it doesn't have the, I quite like the fact it doesn't have that contour on it. It makes it not feel like a Strat, it makes it feel like a Telecaster. And I don't know, it's one of those ones that's like, it's got an attitude you put it on. That's why it's got a lightning bolt on it. It would actually match my Vans. Have got a lightning bolt on it. And they go faster stripe now. And well, I know it's a stupid thing, but see, it's got the stripe on the headstock as well. They all do. I think that's kind of why the blue one looks like a 70s Camaro or something, or Dukes of Hazzard car. I'm going to change the knobs. I don't like these ones. They're well, it's fine. They're knobs that work. They're just kind of modern. They're not square. They're like the domed ones rather than the Telecaster ones. And I just feel that this bass should have old stinking knobs, rusty ones or something. I'll have a look through my box of knobs. And I'm seriously considering this being one of the ones I've still got a set of bass strings that I've not opened yet. Maybe put strings on this. I think one of the things is the thing that's kind of holding me back from this is should I put on the V-neck on it? Because I mean, this plays faultlessly. Absolutely, it's amazing. But that's got a V-neck, which I like really much, but I might lose. Or do I just make myself another bass or something? I've been talking about making the Shockingbird bass, because I really like the Shockingbird, and I really quite fancy having a Shockingbird bass to match. The only thing that's put me off a set before doing, I've got another body sitting there the same, that I cut out at the same time, but I was going to make another one out of if it worked. The only thing is it's got this bit, so I have to have a scratch plate on it, which makes it a bit But it's just, if I have to have a scratch plate, I have to have a scratch plate, I suppose. Is the get a manual looking bit with like dirt bar, you know, a checker plate on it, something like that. Sorry, I'm just talking so much because I've not talked to any in a week. I did all the videos last Monday, so that was like 6 days ago was the last time I talked shit into a camera. Ha! Rock on, catch you all later.